residents, Tolleson family, and Tolleson friends. It is your Mayor Anna Tovar coming to you today to share with you the state of our city. As public servants, there has never been a time more prudent than ever to stand up and be a voice for our communities. A voice for our children, families, essential workers, and our entire community. A time where tough decisions have been made. Decisions affecting the health and safety not only of ourselves, but also for our communities as a whole. It has never been as critical as today to stand up and at times stand alone for what we believe is best. As I share with you today the state of the city, I would be remiss if I did not begin by sharing how COVID-19 has affected our community. As early as March 13th, we began to take proactive steps to initiate homebound services to our senior center members, suspend recreational classes at our Tolleson Parks and Recreation Center, suspend water shutoffs, and postpone all city events. As one of the first small cities in the state of Arizona to implement mitigation efforts to slow the spread of COVID-19, on March 16th, I declared a state of emergency in the city of Tolleson. At this time, we began to transition to virtual services. In a matter of days, the Tolleson Information Technology Department successfully converted 75% of the workforce to remote work format. From remote working to staggered shifts, the City of Tolleson began focusing on service-driven delivery models, which would simultaneously allow for continued mitigation of COVID-19 amongst the workforce in order for staff to continue to provide services for our community. We quickly formed an emergency COVID-19 response team to bring about solutions for our community. On June 20th, under the declaration of emergency, I signed a proclamation requiring face coverings in public settings, declaring regulations and advisory is necessary in public safety and protection of life. Face coverings have now proven to be the most effective methods to lessen the spread of COVID-19. We can save lives by simply wearing face coverings. I will continue to require face coverings because your life matters to me. We knew then that we could maintain a course of bringing about solutions and would only begin discussions of lifting measures in a phased-in approach, as this would be the best strategy in hopes to slowing the spread of COVID-19. If measures we have been implementing are helping slow the spread of COVID-19, keeping them in place is critical. We believed it to be fundamental to establish a framework of COVID-19 testing opportunities for residents and neighboring communities, convenient testing sites for Tolleson residents and the entire West Valley, providing people with an opportunity to make well-informed decisions regarding their health. We've collaborated with Embry Women's Health Group and currently have established a 24-hour, 7 days a week facility in the rear parking lot of the Tolleson City Hall. The testing site alone to date has tested over 10,000 people. With the rise in COVID-19 cases, we continue to provide services through virtual platforms while continuing to provide essential services and assistance for our residents and business community. Offering guidance and assistance for families facing financial hardships due to COVID-19 is a primary focus of our Human Services Department through our Community Action Program. Residents are able to obtain rental assistance, utility assistance, emergency repair services, and additional COVID-19 assistance as needed. In conjunction with Maricopa County, we've been able to launch a Promotora program within our community, which allows us to hire healthcare workers that go door to door within our community while taking social distancing and mask wearing precautions to inform residents about services available to them. The Human Services Department continues to offer homebound delivery services, wellness checks, and virtual sessions to our senior population, which are the most vulnerable at this time. Successfully, we've been able to utilize a virtual service delivery models in various departments. This success is evident as new business continues to establish themselves in Tolleson and is also reflective in our city financials with a remarkable 110% unassigned fund balance for our general fund. This success is evident as new businesses continue to establish themselves in Tolleson, and it's also reflective in our city financials, with a remarkable 110% unassigned fund balance for our general fund. Expenditures and general fund actual revenues were more than budgeted revenues by $2.3 million. I'm happy to report that the financial state of the City of Tolleson is in great standing, as our sales tax in general fund grew by nearly $600,000, which is 2.8% higher than fiscal year 2019. This success has been made possible because of the persistence of our Economic Development Department and support of our Finance Department. Even through this pandemic, our lean Economic Department team has been able to assist our businesses expand and locate in the City of Tolleson. In the effort to provide aid to Tolleson small businesses, the City Council recently redirected the focus of community grants to be utilized as micro business grants for small businesses in our city in hopes to help businesses stay open. For our fourth consecutive year, our Finance Department has received a Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Finance Reporting for its comprehensive annual financial reporting from the Government Finance Officers Association. Well done, team. The team's efforts have translated into the city's budget as we find ourselves in an abundant financial position. We are able to continue to propel our city forward, and I am pleased to announce that in December, we will be hosting a virtual dedication ceremony for the southeast corner of 91st Avenue in Van Buren as the site of our new City Hall complex. The new City Hall complex will be home to our new City Library, Senior Center, along with the multi-use City Council chambers. We are projecting to begin construction in the first quarter of 2021. The design team, Smith Group, for the new City Hall complex has met with various stakeholder groups from the community, such as members of the VFW Post 6310, Tolleson Elementary School District staff members, youth from our Tolleson Teen Council, and student council from the Tolleson Union High School and JAG. We also held community forums utilizing our Tolleson Coffee with Mayor and Council platform. Residents will be able to provide direct input to Smith Group. It's through these various collaborations that the Smith Group has been able to design a remarkable facility. As we continue to look forward and position our future for the next generation of leadership, we remain focused on laying the foundation which they can rely for their success. Which is why I'm happy to announce that on November 3rd, thanks to all of you, the residents of Tolleson, we have received approval of our bond to build a new Aquatic Center and expand our new green spaces within the City of Tolleson. Thank you, Tolleson residents. With these bonds, we'll be able to build a much-needed aquatic center as the former community swimming pool has closed due to aging infrastructure. We're hoping to create a state-of-the-art aquatic center and one day have a future Olympic swimmer from Tolleson. These bonds will also help us to continue to invest in green spaces and create more parks while expanding on existing ones and bring much-needed amenities to our community. We have now proudly invested over $2 million in the renovation of what is now the Tolleson Parks and Recreation Center. The Recreation Center is home to our Tolleson Teen Council and JAG. The Tolleson Parks and Recreation Center is currently offering virtual services and continues new and innovative ways to bring our community together for a safe manner. Investing into our community is one way to position our future for us to continue to honor our past, honoring our families that have deep roots within our community and have lived here from one generation to the next is a top priority for our council, which is why the City Council has proudly invested over $2 million into our housing stock within the City of Tolleson. With this investment, we've been able to provide emergency repair services for over 100 homes in Tolleson. Emergency repairs range from replacing air conditioning units and to creating ADA accessible bathrooms in our homes. We are committed to help families within our community and to help them reinvest in their homes. While investing in our community is a top priority for us, listening to our residents is also imperative. The concerns and needs of our residents are indispensable in providing services and support, which is why we created various outreach platforms where we have been able to hear from you. Prior to the pandemic, the city hosted the Tolleson Coffee Talk with Mayor and Council and found it critical to continue these platforms and transitioned to hosting Tolleson virtual coffee talks. And when the country itself found itself divided on different issues, we found it more prudent than ever to create a safe place for our residents to have frank discussions with us. For that reason, we recognized the need to discuss possible police reforms. We held Tolleson listening sessions with our Tolleson Police Department. Our Chief of Police, Wayne Boer, other police officers, and myself held virtual one-on-one sessions with residents, allowing them the opportunity to share their concerns. And as we move forward, we're always thinking about innovative ways to create opportunities to hear from you. As a result, the Tolleson Police Department has launched an interactive community mapping system designed to improve communication as well as community involvement while preventing and controlling criminal activity. Additionally, the city has also allocated $1.5 million towards program sponsorships, tuition support programs, and also preschool grants and tasks. Through these efforts, we've been able to support the school district to afford the community with the amenities for the entire family while simultaneously maximizing the use of the public dollar. And these investments within our community are only possible because of our residents, business, and community partners. We are blessed in the city of Tolleson to have outstanding partners who are willing to invest in our community alongside us. Therefore, it is a great honor that I present to you this year's Tolleson Made honorees. Tolleson Made honorees are some of Tolleson's most ardent community partners who we acknowledge for their participation in our community outreach efforts. Tolleson Made Awards are fabricated by Tolleson Steel, who has been Tolleson Made for 96 years. Our first honoree is to Mannheim Auto Auction. Mannheim graciously donated to our Census 2020 outreach efforts by donating a 2016 Nissan Leaf all-electric vehicle as an incentive for Tolleson residents to complete the 2020 census. Thank you, Mannheim. Now let's hear from Mannheim.
Mayor Tovar and City Council members, on behalf of our Mannheim teams in Arizona, Mannheim Phoenix is incredibly honored to receive a Tolleson Made Award for our community involvement. From donating time to local charities to cleaning up rivers and trails, Mannheim is dedicated to making a difference in the communities we serve. This commitment to our Tolleson neighbors is heartfelt and grounded in Mannheim's belief that we have a responsibility to build better futures for the next generation. That change starts in our own backyard. We are thrilled to be part of this community and look forward to continuing our outreach efforts for many years to come.
Our next Tolleson Made honoree is our Maricopa County Supervisor, Steve Gallardo. Supervisor Gallardo's advocacy efforts have allowed the city to receive additional funds to support the Community Action Program Amplified COVID-19 Pandemic Relief Assistance in Tolleson. Thank you, Supervisor Gallardo. Now let's hear from Supervisor Steve Gallardo.
Hi, I'm Maricopa County Supervisor Steve Gallardo. I'm here today to say thank you to Mayor Anna Tovar and the City of Tolleson for this partnership within Maricopa County and presenting my office with the Made Award. We continue to work together to combat the coronavirus right here in the City of Tolleson, working together to provide masks to every citizen in the City of Tolleson, working together to provide services like utility assistance, rental assistance, and now working together to provide services to our schools. This partnership with Maricopa County and the City of Tolleson has helped service the people of City of Tolleson during this terrible pandemic. I look forward to continue to working with Mayor Anna Tovar and the City of Tolleson to ensure that the people of Tolleson are safe. Thank you, Mayor Tovar.
The next Tolleson Made honoree is Maricopa County Health Department. Dr. Marcy Flanagan, Executive Director, and Health Officer Dr. Sun and Shine and their team have been instrumental in guiding us through our designation as a COVID-19 hotspot. It is with their collaboration that we're able to address community needs and continue to help slow the spread of COVID-19. Thank you, Maricopa County Health Department, Dr. Marcy Flanagan, and the entire team at Maricopa County Health Department.
Hi, I'm Marcy Flanagan, Executive Director of Maricopa County Department of Public Health. I just want to give our sincerest thanks and gratitude to Mayor Tovar and the City of Tolleson for honoring our department with this award. It is many staff's hard hours and work that have a success in public health, but it's partnerships like the City of Tolleson that make our job so rewarding. Thank you so much for your continued partnership, and we appreciate this award. Thank you so much.
Last, but definitely not least, Tolleson Made honoree JBS has provided various donations from thousands of masks, food and funding to be able to provide COVID-19 tests for the community. During this unprecedented time and crisis, JBS repeatedly reveals its love for its people and the community they serve, which is the hallmark of a true public service. The JBS Hometown Strong project represents JBS's overwhelmingly generosity, and through this program, JBS graciously donated over $1.3 million to be invested into our community. $250,000 is dedicated to purchase the first ever Tolleson Library bookmobile, allowing us to bring literacy into our community and for our future events. $1 million of these dollars will be dedicated to other projects in our community. We are overjoyed and humbled by their gracious donations, for which our community will be able to enjoy for years to come. Thank you, JBS. Now, let's hear from JBS.
Hello, my name is Jerry Brown. I'm the General Manager at JBS Tolleson. And I'm extremely humbled to accept this award today. And I'm speaking on behalf of JBS and the staff and team members. Thank you. I want to talk about the JBS Strong program. It's a $50 million project that was started in June of this year. And the intent is to invest into our communities, in the infrastructure during this crisis, anything that we can do to help the community. Tolleson has been allotted $1.3 million. $50,000 of that went toward COVID testing. Another $250,000 went to a mobile library that was needed in the community. And there's another $1 million that's yet to be allocated to a specific need. With that being said, it's exciting. I'm really glad to be here and look forward to the future relationships between the city and JBS Tolleson. Thank you.
As Mayor of Tolleson, I am remarkably honored to serve my community alongside these astonishing community partners. Their willingness to invest into our community is humbling and inspiring. Inspiring also has been the work of my council members with whom I have worked side by side during time as mayor, and it has been a tremendous support during this pandemic. It is with the council's support that we've been able to navigate through this pandemic and rise through it more financially sound than we could have ever imagined. It is with the support of this council that we are able to continue to move forward and to provide a sound, fruitful future for our community. I would be remiss to not also recognize the support of my family, the support of my husband, the support of my boys, the support of my entire family, and friends who have given me the energy and love that I needed to serve my community, my beloved Tolleson. I'm humbled to have been able to serve as your mayor, and I will continue to serve you in whatever capacity I am in. For my heart is in Tolleson, and I'm Tolleson Made. Thank you.